I hate the silent treatment. Why the silent treatment? That's what I would like to know. I say the silent treatment got to go. What did I do? What did I say? Why can't she tell me? Just tell me. No, silent treatment no more. What's this? Silent treatment? I hate the silent treatment. Why the silent treatment? That's what I would like to say. I say the silent treatment should go everywhere. What did I do? What did I say? Just tell me. Tell me. No, silent treatment. No more. Listen. I don't deserve such silent treatment. Just tell me what it is I've done. I don't deserve silence from anyone. From anyone. Here's us in the car. Hey, it's a good thing the Giants aren't in town. Otherwise, we'd never have found this place. That makes you feel better, right? Huh? Here. Hey, I brought you a sweater. Huh? That's good, right? Now you feel okay, 'cause, now you won't have to be cold, huh? So good. When I was about 18 years old, I lived in this town. I grew up in the suburbs of Boston. I moved to New York to hang out, try and act important, meet girls. I didn't have self-confidence. But I read the story of Pablo Picasso. And he had self-confidence. So guys try to pick on girls and get caught awesome. This never happened to the Pablo Picasso. He could walk down your street and the girls would walk his ears and stare and so Pablo Picasso was talking about awesome. Not in New York. Well, now the girls would turn the color of an avocado when he would drive down the street with his El Dorado. He could walk down your street. Pablo Picasso, not like you. Some guys worry how they look well. They should know that not
by standing here, about 30 people can't see.
Picasso, but he could walk down your street. You know, he had that self-confidence. Some guys worry how they was 19, I was insecure. Well, ain't that 19? I was over intellectual, now that's for sure. 19 in Naples. 19 in Naples. When I was 19, I went across the sea. And I found myself in Italy. 19 in Naples. 19 in Naples. American money falling out of my pants. 19. Italian plane tickets falling out of my hands. 19 in Naples. Oh, 19 in Naples. Oh, now I'm walking in an alley. The Italian kids are looking at me funny. They can tell I'm American. They figure maybe I got money. I don't like how they're staring at my wallet. That's no good. This almost was a right turn for me. Well, I didn't like this and I didn't like that. 19. I was such a little brat. 19 in Naples. 19 in Naples. Guitar. It's 2 a.m. Now I'm a pension. I'm carrying my bags there. You know, into the cheap neighborhood. You know, the Italian guys are over there in the lobby playing poker in their underwear under a pale light. It's sort of spooky there. Oh. When I was 19, I went across the pond. 19. And I found myself in the Jimmy Mart. Time, I was thinking maybe that I had best just stay alone. No, I was too young just to stay home. I have to sign out. I have to slide out. Walking with her from Midtown down to Soho changed everything. Arm in arm in the springtime. Yeah. Well, I was dancing in a night on Friday night, and that nightclub bar was a little uptight. Oh, if it looks like it's going to start to rain, we're going to cut our set some short so you can get a chance to hear some Randy, okay? You want to hear Randy?
I don't think so.
I want to be fair. If it starts to rain, you got to hear everyone. He's playing too.
Let it speak. Let's keep on.
And I was dancing all alone, a little self-conscious, when some kids came up and said, "We're dancing, come with us." And soon I was dancing in the lesbian bar. I was dancing in the lesbian bar. Well, let's go. Well, they took me to the lesbian bar in the industrial zone. They took me to dance with them or dance alone. Well, in the first bar, things were alright, but in this bar, Friday night, in the first bar, things were just alright. Lesbian bar. To the lesbian bar, way downtown. They took me to check the scene or hang around. But in the first bar, things were stop and stand. When it was the bar, things were more lazy now. In the first bar, things were stop and stand. In this bar, things were lazy there. First bar, they were dancing more like this. In the other bar, it was more like this. That kind. In the first bar, things were okay, but in the other bar, things were just more on my way. In the first bar, things were just okay. In this bar, I was dancing in the lesbian bar. Oh, oh, I was dancing in the lesbian bar. One more guitar thing. Hey, Jonathan! Me and my girlfriend have been together 6 months and we haven't had one fight. Isn't that great? No. Actually, no. No, I said we haven't had a fight. I said I heard you the first time. I know you said that. And I'm saying that's not so good. You know why? Because couples must fight. If you don't fight sooner, you're going to fight later. It'll be... Well, we'll play this up. Couples must argue, couples must fight. Last year, and we hadn't been there for quite a while, so I had to make up a song full of people in Barcelona how glad we were to be back, and it was like this. Ayer yo volví por Barcelona. Por la noche en el chofer ya pasaba mucho tiempo, demasiado, un poco triste, llegando los años marchando. Yo volví a Barcelona. Sometimes I wonder why I feel this way. I have this strong feeling for her, but I'm not obsessed, and that's unusual for me. I have to sing because I don't know whether this is the real thing or not, because I've never... I'm not pace up and down the floor. When she's home late, I'm not impatient. I don't stand there by the door, awaiting further information. I'm not mistrustful of her. There's no crush on her. I'm not obsessed with her. Do you think something's wrong? Do you think something's wrong? But before we go any further, I can see you out there, and I notice some members of the younger generation in the audience, and there's probably some people who are familiar with us because of this next song, which is popular on that famous Sesame Street TV show. So I want to do a verse of it because I don't want anyone to walk away disappointed. Well, I'm a little airplane, yeah. I'm a little airplane, yeah, yeah. I'm a little airplane, yeah. I go everywhere I want. I'm a little airplane, yeah. Propeller goes wanky whack, wanky whack. I gotta show Big Bird sometime how to do it. Right in the dark, over the car. Well, I fly late at night, but it's okay, 'cause I got my little red light. See, take it first. Waggity wag, waggity wag. I'm a little airplane now. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. you expect? It's the darkness, too. Alcoholic, too? I heard about that. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Laundromat, laundromat, laundromat. Let her go to the darkness. Let her learn from all the things there. Let her go into the darkness. Oh, let her go, let her go. What? You put your shoes on. You're going to take a walk, aren't you? You're going to try and head for her old neighborhood. You want to talk to her. She won't want to talk. You want to warn her that her old boyfriend is no good. Go. Let her go to the darkness. Let her learn from all the things there. Let her go to the darkness. Oh, let her go, let her go, let her. Well, it hurts from the bottom and it hurts down to your soul, and that's because true love is not nice. And it brings up fears from when you were 5 years old, and that's because true love is not nice. Oh, pain, 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 couldn't that be love's name? Love can bring up hurt from way down low. So it now be emphasized, true love is just not civilized. True love is not nice, no, no. You've been hurt before, and now you're hurting double, and that's because true love is not nice, no. And if it's the real McCoy, then there's going to be trouble, and that's because true love is not nice. And if you're insecure, love will learn for sure. And once that happens, something's got to go. Well, the imposter allows you a rest, but the real thing always has its test, and that's because true love is not nice. No, no. You knew from your first flight that love was here to hurt, and that's because true love is not nice. No, no. Yeah. Everybody, is it? Does it look like it's starting to rain? What do you think? You better? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You better? I want to make sure we got some time. Seriously, are we okay? Well, we'll play for another 10 minutes anyway. Then we want to set the stage for Randy Newman. Now, gather around for a minute or two. And I'll admit something to you. I get intrigued when women look a little sinister. A lot of guys are like that. Call me superficial, but I stare at them vamp type, you know, those vampire girls. And it's not the mascara, and it's not the tight dress. It's a look in the eye that could scare you to death, vampire girl. Vampire girl. I get so intrigued when they look like a vampire girl. west, and you'll see that the skies are threatening. We'd best be off with one last song. We want to make sure there's enough room for Mr. Newman. And we say, before we go, something to all the females in the audience. We say, hey, girls, it's time to get rid of your stupid boyfriend.
But Jonathan, he needs me.
Well, of course he needs you. Can't you see he's a musician? They need everybody. He only needs you to pay the rent, make the bed, wake him up for his 4 p.m. appointment, make the flyers.
Oh, but Jonathan, that's cruel. I can't. He's so pathetic. What would he do without me?
I don't know, but it's time to find out. Anyway, Tommy told me about your apartment. He told me what it was like visiting you in the apartment. You're living with him. You know the one with that plastic window insulation for January, but it's still there in July. Oh, it's gross in there. Then there's that cat dish right next to the dog thing. So the dog water has the special cat litter things right next to it. So there's one little green cat litter thing, making a little circle in there all the time. Then there's the newspaper, which is just full of dog and cat hair and milk thing from the cat dish. And he cuts his hair in the kitchen sink and it trails over the kitchen table. Tommy was in there, he almost threw up. It's gross. Oh my goodness. Something must be done right now. You wonder why you're feeling blue, and you live with the guy you can't talk to. You can't talk to the dude that's no longer in style. You can't talk to the dude. There's no S no man. You can't talk to the dude. Things will never be right till you fall. Your sense of humor has gotten worse since you moved in with the guy who won't converse. You can't talk to the dude, he's set in his way, got a bad attitude. When you say what you say, you can't talk to the dude. Things will never be right until you grow. You can't talk to the dude, no, no. You can't talk to the dude no more. Can't talk to the dude. Things will never be right until you fall. Yeah. Dear, I've been thinking about your situation. It's bad.
But he has so much potential.
Well, he should. He's 42. You wonder why you're feeling right, and you live with the guy who's in the tank. You can't talk to the dude, he's just hanging around. No, he don't taste the food, he's just shoving it down. You can't talk to the dude, things never be right until you fall. What did I say? You can't talk to the dude, no, no. You can't talk to the dude no more. Can't talk to the dude, things will never be right until you fall. No, you can't talk to the dude. There's no nice way to put it. Things will never be right until you go. I wanted to emphasize that right here. That's Tommy. out there. Don't just stick there because you're scared. Go, go. Good luck.
Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather, whiplash, girl child in the dark. Comes in bells, your servant, don't forsake him. Strive, dear mistress, and cure his heart.
Tonight on the South Bank Show, the story of the Velvet Underground, which has been described as the most influential rock group of the 60s. They played together for only 4 years, 1966 to 1970, and made only 4 albums during that time. They never played outside America. But the Velvet Underground introduced a rough edge of street realism and doubt into pop music at a time when most bands were still caught up in West Coast flower power, especially poppy power. Without them, it's probably fair to say that punk wouldn't have happened. Their influence is acknowledged by people as diverse as David Bowie, Talking Heads, and the Young Jesus and Mary chain. 17 years after they broke up, their songs are still widely recorded, and this week Polydor are re-releasing all their albums. The Velvet Underground were Lou Reed, a rock and roller from Long Island, avant-garde musician John Cale, guitarist Sterling Morrison, and a young, untrained drummer, Maureen Tucker. For a time, they were joined by the beautiful singer, Nico. Together they created the first alliance between pop music and the avant-garde. Perhaps it could only have happened in the 60s, when the emergence of pop art and underground cinema caused an explosion in the established art world. Maybe a big pop rather than a big bang, but impact it had. To reflect the mood of the time, we've illustrated the story of the Velvets with rare underground film from that period. The Velvet Underground were promoted by pop artist Andy Warhol in the mid-60s. Warhol was at the height of his celebrity then. To his New York studio, the factory, came art dealers, limousine liberals, and downtown bohemians. Warhol's films of these people became as famous as his paintings, and he began to look for a new three-dimensional art form. The Svengali of fashion struck again. Pop art met art pop.
We're sponsoring a new band. It's called the Velvet Underground, and we're trying to. Since I don't really believe in painting anymore, I thought it would be a nice way of combining, and we have this chance to combine music and art and films all together, and we're sort of working on that, well, the whole thing is being auditioned tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and if it works out, it might be very glamorous.
In my hand, up to Lexington, 125. Feel sick and dirty, motel.